Support for If You Lived Here comes from
The Ewan Foundation, committed to bridging cultural differences within the greater Washington, D.C. community.
And now, If You Lived Here, a WETA original series.
Hi, I'm Christine.
And I'm John.
We're producers at WETA and best friends.
Very true. We love living in the D.C. area, but finding a place to live here can be tough.
Join us as we tour homes in the city of Falls Church.
Or Falls Church City.
And find out what it would be like if you lived here.
Today, we're in Falls Church.
Actually, John, we're in the city of Falls Church, or as the locals like to call it, Falls Church City.
Well, either way, it was named after this church right behind us, the Falls Church.
Today, the city of Falls Church is regularly ranked and rated as one of the best places to live in America.
With all its parks, top-notch schools, historical architecture, increasing diversity, and every kind of restaurant and shop imaginable, it checks off nearly every big box.
Not to mention all the great houses.
Oh, right, and that's what we're here to see.
We're going to tour 3 properties at 3 different price points.
And try to guess the listing price without going over.
Let's go meet our Falls Church realtor and longtime resident of the city of Falls Church, Bethany Ellis.
I see what you did there. Yes, let's go see Bethany of the Little City.
Oh, you catch on fast.
Yes, I do. Hey,
Hi,
Bethany.
John. Hi, Christine. Welcome to Falls Church.
Thanks.
More specifically, Falls Church City.
Oh, okay. So what's the difference?
Falls Church City is a small city. We also call it the Little City. And it's 2.2 square miles, and it's right in the center of Fairfax County.
Do you need like a secret handshake to get
You
in?
do, absolutely.
Is that the deal
Yes,
here?
for sure.
Okay. How many people live here?
There's about 14,000 people that live here.
And so where are we exactly? What neighborhood?
We are in Winter Hill, which is centrally located right in the heart of Falls Church City.
So what year was this built?
These were built in 1948.
Oh, you were off.
I was way off. I was like, oh, this looks like the 70s because of the mansard roof.
This particular section of Winter Hill with the condos, they're known for those roofs.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
So you both go in, take a look, let me know what you think, and I'll meet you right out here.
All right.
Perfect.
Sounds great.
Let's do it.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, my first observation,
Yeah.
I now know that this home was built in the 1940s. I can tell looking at these oak floors. These are the floors from the 40s, you can tell.
Beautiful grain in those. I love the windows.
You can see looking that this home has been renovated over the years.
Yeah, there's some details from many different decades, like the ceiling is kind of 70s, and could use a little refreshing there. But overall, it's a really nice place.
It is.
Check out the kitchen. Half bathroom. It's nice to have that
That is
there.
very nice to have.
All right, updated kitchen.
Okay, you know, it's not a big space, but they really designed it well.
Well, it has that nice open feel because of the 2 windows.
Exactly, exactly.
Nice touch.
And looking out that window, I want to check out that patio.
Absolutely. This is definitely a highlight of this
Oh.
place.
To have your own private patio space?
Oh, this is something I've wanted and I don't have.
I know.
And this is a perfect place for a barbecue.
Oh, I'd have my coffee out here every
You
morning.
can garden.
Yeah.
What more do you need?
Exactly.
All right.
Ooh, I like these stairs.
Yeah, these are nice.
This looks like the bigger of the 2
Yeah,
bedrooms.
this must be the main bedroom. This is bigger than I thought.
And you know what? There's 2 closets.
Oh, they fit a lot in here.
Yeah.
I love these windows, bringing
Oh.
that outside in, that green space.
All right, let's check out the 2nd
Oh,
bedroom.
washer dryer here.
Always a check.
All right.
Okay. All right. So you know what I love about this room? Actually, it's even a good sized room.
Yeah.
But that crepe myrtle out that window, you just feel like you're in a country cottage.
I think it's one of the highlights of this home, these windows.
Yeah. So we have the bathroom.
Okay.
All right, you know, and the size, it's a smaller condo, so this works.
I mean, it's move-in ready, but could use a little update.
Maybe a little.
Hey.
Okay, Bethany.
So, what'd you think?
Great starter home.
The proportions of the rooms felt so good.
It's a really good
Felt
layout.
right.
And you know what I also liked is you've got that little private patio in the front,
Yeah.
but then you come out and you have this whole open space.
You want to eat crabs, this is the place to be.
Invite the neighbors
This
over.
is the table to do it on, absolutely. So the best thing about, in my opinion, of Falls Church City, and especially the location of Winter Hill, is you're in the middle of all these great locations for shopping, For restaurants, there's a community library.
Oh,
The
nice.
Falls Church Farmers Market's every Saturday.
Oh,
a good farmer's market.
It is
yeah.
delicious.
Check
The
that
Eden
out.
Center is super close, right down the street.
We definitely have
Yeah.
to check that out.
One highlight, too, is Brown's Hardware, so if you need anything to work on your condo.
You've got the Beltway, you've got 66,
Yep,
you
the
have
toll
50
road, 50,
nearby.
29. I mean, it's a commuter's dream.
As they say,
Really?
all roads
Really?
converge here in Falls Church
And that's
City.
why it's called Seven Corners, right up the street.
Oh, is that how? See, I've lived
Absolutely.
here my whole life, and
Wow,
I
something
never
we
thought
didn't
about
know.
Yeah, there's a lot of green space here in Winter Hill. There's also a pool that you can enjoy in the summer months. So,
Oh, great.
yeah, good
it.
benefits.
So if there's a pool, is there an HOA fee?
Yes, there's actually a condo fee.
Okay.
It's $308 per month.
All right.
It includes one parking spot.
Okay.
Yep. Well, before you guess, so it's a 2-level condo,
Yep.
2 bedrooms, 1 full bath, 1 half bath, and 784 square feet.
Okay. So I'm going to come in at a listing price of $435,000.
Okay. John, what do you think?
I think that's a very good guess. I'm going to go slightly higher.
Okay.
I'm going to go for 450. 450.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the winner is John. At $475 is the list price of this 2-level condo in Falls Church City.
This is a really neat pocket. I've never been here, never knew it was here.
It's tucked back in here. Yeah, you don't know it's here.
We always say it's a best kept secret
Absolutely.
until now.
I'm really excited to show you the next house. It's in Falls Church, Fairfax County.
Okay.
You're gonna love it.
Well, my name is John Taylor, and we are in the smack dab middle of Falls Church. I own Brown's Hardware. There were 3 generations of the Browns. It was established in 1883 by Mr. Brown's grandfather, James Brown, who we call the godfather of hardware. Falls Church wasn't a city. It was just kind of a little sleepy village, really. It started as a general store, grocery, and hardware. At one time, Brown's Hardware had the only phone line to the only doctor in town. The most important thing about the hardware store is taking care of the community.
Falls Church City is actually the smallest municipality in Virginia. It used to be larger, but in 1887, town officials voted to give a portion of Falls Church that was mostly African American to Fairfax County. When the state awarded control of Falls Church schools to Fairfax County in 1945, residents fought and won the right to become an independent city and form their own schools. And so in 1948, Falls Church City was born. 13 years later, in 1961, Falls Church City Public Schools was the first Virginia school division to voluntarily integrate its schools.
But Falls Church City was also looking to grow. So in 1956, it became one of the first cities in Northern Virginia to adopt a townhouse zoning ordinance. And it worked. Once Route 50 was finished, and Seven Corners, the region's first shopping center, was built, Falls Church City became a commuter haven, and in many ways the epitome of suburban life in Northern Virginia.
If you lived here, you would know about the State Theater. It's probably one of the older establishments after Brown's in the city. And it started out as a movie theater, and when I was a kid, we could walk or ride our bikes to the State Theater, and that's where I saw my first Beatle movie, and that is now a really popular regional music venue. Falls Church, it's very walkable. It's great for restaurants. You've got bars, libraries, everything's right here.
Welcome to Falls Church. This is Falls Church, Fairfax County. So we're about 1.5 miles from where we were. Really wonderful location. We're super close to Falls Church City. We're also super close to the West Falls Church Metro. We're about 1/2 mile away.
So what year was this house built in?
This house was built in 1956. It's a Rambler. It's solidly built, and it's going to appeal to somebody who wants to do a little work. So this is
sweat
a
equity
yeah,
there.
Yeah,
exactly.
put it in there.
You have to have a little vision
Right.
to see what it could be, but it's a really fabulous house.
Great, because we haven't seen a lot of fixer-uppers, so these are always
Oh.
fun.
We're excited.
Great.
Shall we take a look?
Let's go take a look.
We'll follow
right.
you.
Right. Welcome to this vintage kitchen. Isn't it fabulous?
It's like reliving my childhood. My aunts and uncles' homes, my friends and neighbors' homes. This was it. It's a mashup.
Oh, I just can't get over how great of shape it's in.
It's in excellent condition.
Yeah.
As soon as you walk in, you just feel like how solid this home is.
Good bones,
Yeah.
right?
Good
Absolutely.
bones, exactly.
Right. So a lot of it is original. The whole point is that we want someone to see what the house could really truly be and start their own story here.
Oh,
Sure.
exactly.
Continue on and I'll meet
Okay.
you out back.
Start down this way.
All right, the first stop on our tour. This is the dining room, but this is a really good-sized dining room.
Sure is, with a good-sized window overlooking that backyard.
All right, let's check out this next room.
Okay, classic den for this period.
Right, right. You know, your instinct would be to paint this paneling.
Oh, no.
But I actually like it.
I would leave it just the way it is. But we're not buying this house, somebody else's, so.
Right. We'll continue on through the living room. Nice fireplace.
Beautiful mantle, and they have gas.
So the bedrooms and bathroom down here.
That's right. Full bathroom
All
here.
right.
Oh my gosh, the sink is original. That's incredible. Time capsule.
I have never seen tile in this nice of shape in this floor. It's like brand new.
It's pristine. I love this tub, how it's set back. Very cool.
Okay, here's bedroom number 1. Oh, wait.
Adorable.
Oh, hello. You like to make a pledge to WETA? Thank you.
You're always working. We used to have that phone, same color.
I think we did too. Bedroom number 2. Oh, I wasn't expecting this spacious of a bedroom back here.
Sure is. Double closets, nice windows. And, okay, another one of the bedrooms. Look,
Okay.
Grandma,
this
Grandpa's.
is definitely
Yeah.
50s.
Yeah, cute. And bathroom. Tina, look at this tile.
Oh, that is amazing.
I have never seen tile like that.
Well, you know, it's so
Seriously.
hard to believe that this was put in the 50s.
I know.
And it's so in today.
I love it.
I would leave this tile too.
I would too. I'd get rid of the wallpaper, freshen that up. But
Well, you know what? There's a lot of wallpaper.
Yeah.
That's the one thing. I mean, you have to take some time to kind of take care of that, but definitely I would leave the tile.
this house has potential. All right, down to the basement. All right. Hey, this is the rec room. I mean, rumpus room. Okay, so this is my childhood right here. This room.
Well, it's good size and it's got a great fireplace.
Yeah, and a bar.
Oh, hey. Well, have a seat at the bar.
I guess it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Well, let me make you a little something.
Oh, look, well, you're fast with this
Oh, a
service.
grasshopper.
A grasshopper, how period of you. That's perfect for this house.
So, tell me your woes.
Well, the only woe I have is, whoa, did you see this wallpaper? That is awesome.
It's timeless. And I have to give a shout out to these Naughty Pine cabinets.
Very period specific.
And you know what? They didn't even paint them.
Even better, right?
All
Okay,
right, I
thanks
think
for the
we
drink. No tip.
Oh,
Okay,
thank
sorry.
you.
Okay. Well, welcome to the Arboretum back here.
I know, right?
Yeah, you
Quite
didn't
a
tell us
yard.
there was a soccer field back here.
It is. It sits on 0.62 acres. The original owners also planted 350 azalea bushes in this yard.
Oh my
So
gosh.
you'll see
300, are you sure, Bethany?
1, 2,
We're gonna count them after we're done.
and the great thing about this neighborhood too are there are covenants that you can't subdivide the lot. So it's
Okay.
one house on a lot.
Right, right. You usually try putting 2 places on
Or
the side of the
3,
lot.
yes.
That's
Right.
true.
Yeah.
I'm really curious. How many owners have been in this home?
1.
Okay.
So the
right.
original owner picked out the lot and built the house on it.
Brought back a lot of nostalgia too.
It did for me.
The bones of this house are amazing. And, you know, we really hope that someone can buy the house, not tear it down. We want them to create their own story. All right, are you ready to guess?
Can you run down all the details on the home once more?
Absolutely. 3 bedrooms, 2 full baths, and 1 half bath in the basement. It's about 2,400 square feet. We have a 1-car garage.
I'm thinking about the value of the land and the house, and I'm a novice, so
Won't hold you to it,
I'm going to make a guess today
okay?
of, and I feel like changing it the last second, but
No,
I'm not
go
going
with your gut, like you always say.
$840,000.
Okay.
Christine?
All right. I think I applaud you.
Thank you.
But I don't think you're correct.
Probably not, but yeah.
Okay, I'm actually gonna go higher. All right. I'm gonna go, I'm sorry, what did you say again?
840.
Oh, I'm gonna go higher. I'm gonna go 875.
And the winner is, ding, 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 875.
Oh my gosh, I have a spot
She got it on the
On
nose.
the nose.
Unbelievable.
Oh my gosh, this is the first time I've ever done that. Where's my confetti?
No confetti, but I do have this.
What have you done, Bethany? Don't encourage her with this.
I'm just gonna carry this around.
She'll probably frame it. It's
I
terrible.
will.
And that leads us to finishing our story with house number 3. We are leaving here. We're going back into the city of Falls Church, and I think you'll absolutely love this last house I have for you to see.
How about we walk through the garden and we can count the 350
350 azalea
Okay.
bushes. Why not? Let's
All
go.
right.
I think we should
There's
start
one.
with number 1.
I'm up to 7, I think.
If that were an
altogether.
azalea, but it's a boxwood.
If you lived here, you would know about Eden Center. And if you know about Eden Center, you would know Vietnamese food. And if you know Vietnamese food, you would know about fish sauce, or I would call it dipping sauce, which goes with everything. Vietnamese love our food, and so we will go where there's a good congregation of businesses that does provide that. We as a business has been around for 34 years. But our first location was in Arlington at Columbia Pike. But we have been here for 28 years. At the time, Eden Center was up and coming. So my mom, who has very good business sense, told my dad, said, hey, listen, we should really relocate to the center because I think that's where people are gonna be in the future. And she made a really good guess. People ask me, what makes Eden Center unique? I would tell them, beside the cultural aspect of it, is that location. It's great is because it's at kind of like intersection of 66, Route 50, and 495. So it's very accessible. When we first came, there were still some American businesses here. We saw that transition to them moving out and kind of like been filled back in by Vietnamese businesses. And for the longest time, it was 100% Vietnamese businesses. And when I talk about Vietnamese businesses, there's no chain. It's just all family-run businesses. Growing up, I helped out. I describe it as like we were kids on a farm. You know, we got up in the morning, helped, made some food, and then went to school, come back in the afternoon, evening, come out, help, and then do our homework. And so it was like that for many years through high school. And then a few years ago, my sister, who has been helping my dad for over 20 years, fell ill. And I saw that we had so many employees, so many families that I just didn't want them to find themselves in a place where they wouldn't have a job. And so I walked away from my career as an electrical engineer to come work here. So we are well known for good Vietnamese food that we make. Made a lot of desserts and our party platters, which Vietnamese are a very tightly knit family. And so birthdays, celebrations, we get a lot of orders for that. I just have to say banh mi is like after pho, which was Vietnamese food's known for. Banh mi is up and coming. A lot of young people love it, and it's cheap. Falls Church is like a little, island, but it's kind of, I call it like the gateway to the rest of the suburbs.
Bethany, this house is beautiful.
Isn't it pretty spectacular?
And all the trees.
Well, you know what I think is so unique? The minute you walk up, you see more of the Cape Cods in the neighborhood, and then you look at this house, and it has such a modern feel to it.
This house was the original house of Virginia Forrest.
This was originally like the homes that we see across the
Very
street.
similar, yeah.
Okay.
So what year was it built in?
It was built in 1942. Mr. Mess was the original owner of the house, and Mr. Mess was also the founding father of the W and OD Trail.
That's a big deal around here.
It is a big deal.
So what's so great about it?
Easy access for people to jog, take their kids on it, walk their dogs, bike into the city with it. So you have a lot of access.
All thanks to Mr. Mess.
Yeah.
Yes, and when you're going through, I want you to keep in mind there are a lot of original details in the house that you'll see when you go in.
Okay.
When you go in the living room, look at the mantle. And
That's
then
right.
the back screened-in porch is
sounds
also
nice.
original.
Okay, Bethany, we'll see you
There
in
you go.
two. Thank you, ma'am. There you go. Wow, this is neat.
Look at this beautiful cherry bench.
That's beautiful.
Oh, the live edge.
taking my shoes off for this house.
So you can tell this is the new addition.
Sunken family room there.
Yeah, great additional living space.
Yeah, overlooking the side yard. Into the kitchen, a cook's kitchen,
Wow.
clearly.
I'm not even a cook, but I call this a dream kitchen.
Looks like it's got everything you need.
Well, I know what you're gonna notice are the appliances.
Double ovens and an induction range, which we haven't seen that. You can boil water in like minutes.
Okay, because
Very
I'm
cool.
not familiar with an induction range.
Very, very nice. That's a nice touch.
Okay, I have to see, is this one of those things that you do the...
Tina, have a fun. It's like magic, right? She's like, I'm gonna try to turn it on like this. Wait, what? Yeah,
There
down
you
here.
go.
How about here? No.
Okay,
That's,
all right.
yeah.
But you know what? I'm gonna point out these maple cabinets.
Beautiful.
All right, and you know how I'm always looking down? You're always the one looking up?
Yep.
Well, look down.
Yeah, I love those lights underneath those kickboards.
See what you'd miss without me?
See that?
All right, so the dining room with this funky, cool light fixture.
Yeah, that's a new trend. Oh, look at this.
Oh, I bet Bethany let this out for us.
Oh my gosh, you and I love stuff like this.
1942, so I bet this was an ad for the original development of Virginia Forest.
Sure
It had
looks
to be.
that way.
Yeah, this is the
Definitely
original house. You can look at the old vehicle.
That's really cool. This is like history detective.
Yeah, but it's nice to see the house, what it's kind of evolved into.
I'm sure it was quite different in here, like the footprint.
I bet this is the original mantle that Bethany was telling us about.
Yeah, look at this
Yeah.
woodwork, huh?
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful.
What is
pine.
this?
It's
It's pine.
Yep. They did update it with a gas insert fireplace.
And it's good looking too.
All right.
All right, well, glass everywhere, especially the
But look at
front.
this picture window.
Yes, letting all the light in
Boy.
and seeing all those beautiful
I
trees
know.
outside.
I mean, this is a perfect neighborhood to have this size of a window.
How about upstairs?
Yep, let's go.
Wow, look at this. Look how this opens up. Skylights
Oh,
galore.
yeah, but
Wow.
look at those oak shelves.
Custom.
Let's check out the new part of the house.
Okay, look
All
at
right.
this.
Here we have the laundry room.
Really nice to have that on the top level, as we say.
Yeah.
And look at that stainless steel counter with the sink. How
That's
about
a nice
that?
feature.
Keep it clean.
Yep. So here we have a full bathroom.
Full bath. Oh, very nice. All updated.
Yep.
Oh, I love that light.
I have to give a shout out to the shower curtain.
The Metro Map shower curtain wins for cool points there.
I wonder if the Falls Church Metro stops.
Well, you would have your option of East Falls Church and West Falls Church. There's so much to look at.
I know. Well, look at this whole
Sitting
sitting
area.
area. So I think this is still part of the old house. I think this is where we're starting anew.
Definitely.
So this is bedroom number one. This is the first we've seen.
Number one, they're using it as an office, but nice bedroom,
Yeah.
half-pitch ceiling.
Oh, I do like that half pitch. All right, let's move on.
I like this little hallway here.
Okay, second bedroom.
Oh, this is very nice.
I like the little kind of nook back there.
With all the trees outside. Mm-hmm.
All right,
Love
let's
it.
keep going.
I love how interesting this top floor is and like this big open space up here.
From the photographs we looked at downstairs, this would have been the original second floor with the dormers.
Yep, the old dormers.
Yeah, but look at how they've opened up the space.
Great looking.
So let's check out the original part of the house now.
I see bedroom number 3.
All right, nice sized bedroom, lots of light, and full bath.
Wow, another full
Yeah,
bath.
I know we're bedroom 3, but have you been keeping track of the bath?
Not really, but I know they're 4 full.
Okay. This is interesting.
Well, it's like a gallery section plus office
is.
into ooh la la.
Oh, let's start with the bathroom.
Very nice. Modern.
Double vanities, a nice sit-down shower. Oh, look at the tile work.
Oh, it's beautiful.
That pattern is so cool.
Oh, I love the lights too. Those were the same lights in the other bathroom.
Well, you're talking about the lights on top. I'm talking about the lights on the bottom.
Nice touch.
Yeah, I mean, how nice is that if you're coming in at night and it lights your pathway?
Super deluxe. You know what else is nice? This barn door with glass, frosted glass. Also lets the light through
Yeah,
there.
it flows right through.
How about that? And owner suite.
This is really spacious.
It is, and so serene.
I've been noticing the oak floors, and they've done the light oak flooring throughout the entire home, too.
And it's been lights and brights, and is oak making a comeback?
Maybe. Because this was part of the original house,
It
but you
was.
can see how it's been renovated so nicely.
So nicely. The entire house, every single door, every single piece of hardware. This couple did it right. Well, I would never have known that this was a Cape Cod from the outside.
No, and you know, we've seen the entire house, but we haven't seen the outside and that porch that Bethany told us about.
into this. An original feature of this house, for sure, the screened-in porch.
Well, you know, I love the way you can open up these doors and leave them open right to the house.
So I do love the original details of the porch, like the stonework down below. Absolutely.
And, you know, what is really interesting is that, you know, they brought in the modern features, recessed lighting. I believe this is cypress paneling on top.
And that's new.
Yes, that is new. That is
new.
new.
And it is gorgeous. Bethany, what a way to end the day.
So talk about saving the best for last, coming out to that sunroom. I would
beautiful.
almost say that that is one of my favorite features in this home.
The screened-in porch is an original, 1942 built. And then you have the blend of that beautiful kitchen.
So many special features, from outside to in, to the gardens, to the porch, this patio. There's a lot to love in this home.
There is.
I am gonna admit, I am a geek when it comes to woodwork.
I think
And
everybody knows that by
Oh my
now.
gosh. So not only do you have a forest around you, it feels like you have a forest inside because you had cherry, you had maple, you had pine. I could go on and on and on.
Please don't. I think we all get the point.
And now you get to guess. It is a 4-bedroom house, 3 full baths, and 1 half bath. 2-car garage, and it's about 3,200 square feet.
So, okay, great house. Do love that porch. I love the upstairs. I love the lot. Did
Yeah,
we
don't
mention
forget this
how
patio
great this,
area.
Yeah, patio, the
Yeah.
front. And it was the original house in this neighborhood, which is really cool. So get some street cred for that,
Oh,
right?
that's true. Yeah.
Okay, so that said, Bethany,
Yes.
I am going to go for 1.350.
Oh, that was exactly what I was gonna go with.
What a coinky dink.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Okay, I'm gonna go with $1,355,000.
So I know the rules are that you can't go over the price.
True.
But $5,000 difference here? I mean, come on.
Call the police because I think I just got robbed. Please tell me it's 152.
The real price of this house is $1,400,000. Christine wins again.
She won again.
You know, if only I had my #1 sign. Oh, wait, I do.
I told you she would have this with her all the time. Now, thank you,
#1.
Bethany.
You're welcome. You're very welcome. And thank you for coming to Falls Church. You can come back anytime.
Oh,
We'd
thank you
love
very
to
much.
have you in Falls Church.
We'll be back. So, Bethany, this place is amazing.
Isn't it? Doesn't it smell so good?
So, what a treat to live so close to the Eaton Center.
It's one of the things I love most about the area is just that you can experience any kind of culture. It's an atmosphere, it's a warmth that we love about the people here.
Well, it has everything from bubble tea to banh mi, right?
Absolutely.
Wouldn't that be the perfect day, is just to walk along and sample everything?
Can we do that?
We'll try it all. Why not?
To find out more about living in the Washington metro area, visit WETA.org/if you lived here. Support for If You Lived Here comes from
The Ewan Foundation, committed to bridging cultural differences within the greater Washington, D.C. community.